Hey guys, I changed my hair a bit, but I'm still wearing the same outfit I was in the last video. Oops. A subscriber asked me what has been the hardest thing to adjust to in Korea. So I'm going to talk about that right now. The hardest thing to adjust to has been two things, or at least at my end. One is the food. Basically, I'm a vegetarian and I never ate/liked spicy food in America, so I never ate spicy food. Again, I think I told you in a previous video a long time ago, spicy food doesn't agree with me. It like burns my throat. It honestly feels like it's burning and I have no pleasure eating it. And if I force feed myself to eat it, it actually gives me an upset stomach. So it's just, I don't eat spicy food. And I don't eat meat for moral reasons, or for my own reasons. I don't eat meat. And so the food here has been hard to adjust to. Even though I think there's a stereotype that, you know, Asian people and Korean people eat a lot of vegetables. They do eat a lot of vegetables, but they generally, at least in Korea, they eat it either with meat or they put like a gochu pepper sauce on it. So it's generally spicy. So there's, yeah, so a lot of Korean food I cannot eat. They eat a lot of meat, a lot of meat. I think they think Americans eat more meat, but I think Koreans eat more meat. And they like meat. They talk about meat more than we would in America. So yeah, there's just a lot of meat here in Korea, and I don't eat it. And then the things I can eat, or some of the side dishes usually have like a spicy sauce on them, and I generally can't/don't want to eat that. So some of the food has been hard to adjust to, but I've gotten around it. There are a couple of Korean dishes that I like. One includes bibimbap. I actually do like it. I mean, when I first came here, it was nothing that I would be like, yeah, I'm gonna have some bibimbap. Ooh, yeah, yum yum, nom nom, bibimbap. It was just a food that I could eat, so I did eat it. However, as I've been here for a year, now I actually like bibimbap and kind of crave it sometimes. Still not to the point that I would actually go buy it, just because I have to eat it a lot. Like if there's a dinner or if I'm out with friends or anytime I go to a Korean restaurant, I'm usually ending up eating bibimbap. So I usually, even if I crave bibimbap, I don't go get it just because I know there's going to be some time in the near future that I'm going to eat it. But yeah, another food I like is kimbap. I actually really do like kimbap. And I do actually go out and buy it because for some reason, we're never at a restaurant that has kimbap. I usually just ask for kimbap with no ham. And if they have egg, like if they put egg in that kimbap, holy crap, I eat that. I eat that. Oh, when I go back to America, that might actually be a dish that I actually go looking for. It's the kimbap with egg. It's called keren kimbap. Oh my god. Or meren kimbap. One of them. I think it's meren kimbap. Oh, woo! I don't know why. Even when I first got here, even when I was studying abroad at Yonsei, I liked that kimbap. It's delicious. It fills me up. I find it doesn't really fill up Korean people. Like they generally eat 2 rolls, but maybe because I'm not used to rice like that. So rice fills me up pretty full, and I can eat 1 roll and be like, and the kimbap, man, they have hidden calories. I think a roll is like 300 or 400 calories. Like, they don't play here. They don't play. Also, American food here does not taste like American food. It's been Koreanized, so a lot of the pizza will have like sweet potato on it or corn on it. And I remember I just had a conversation with my co-teacher where I was like, yeah, we don't put potatoes on pizza, or we don't have that many like garnishes on pizza. And she's like, really? But Americans eat potatoes. And I'm like, yeah, we eat potatoes, but we don't put it on pizza. Like, it's just not a thing we do. And she was actually like astonished by that. So a lot of pizzas here will be Koreanized. A lot of American food will be Koreanized. It won't taste the same. So the only way I've had food back home is usually if I go to Itaewon, because they'll actually try to make it a little bit more like authentic, I guess you want to say. Kind of like in America, we Americanize a lot of things, and it's hard to find authentic Italian food, authentic Mexican food, but they do have it. You just have to go to those certain restaurants that make them authentic. I just cook for myself. If I do go out, I eat, you know, I just talked about kimbap and bibimbap. I eat that. Or I eat the Koreanized American food, which tastes fine to me. It actually, again, for me, it tastes fine, but a lot of foreigners are like, what is this? Like, they have sweet garlic bread. I actually like that. I know some foreigner is gonna come and like chop my head off, or like there's a sniper outside, because that is one of the biggest complaints. They cannot stand when they make this savory garlic bread sweet. A lot of people hate that. I don't mind it. I actually like it, but I like sweet things, so maybe that's why. But yeah, so that's been something to adjust to. The second thing is, I never feel like I belong here. I always feel like an outsider. And that has to do with twofold. One is the language barrier, obviously. I don't speak Korean fluently. I speak Korean basics, enough to get around, enough to ask for directions, ask for food, read, enough to figure out like context clues. Like if they are speaking Korean to me and I only understand 50% of it, I can figure out what they're trying to tell me. But I don't speak it fluently, so I can't have a conversation. Or there are some times where people are speaking to me and I don't know what they're saying, especially if they're not using basic words. If they're using higher level words, I won't know what they're saying. And so that's a way to feel like an outsider. Another is that, obviously, as you guys know, I'm stared at quite a lot. It's almost like, let it be known I am an outsider. People will see me and they will generally be shocked. I will shock people. Like they'll be like, oh! And they're not scared of me. They're just like, holy crap, that's not a Korean person. A lot of older people, younger people, everyone stares. Not everyone, obviously, but a lot of people stare. Enough in my day, every single day, somebody stares at me. And, you know, this is Korea. They don't have a lot of foreigners. A lot of people may think there's a lot of foreigners here, but there really isn't, especially when you compare it to a lot of Western countries. I think, God, I want to state statistics, but I know it's not going to be exact. You might be, I know I've been plenty of the first time people have seen black people. Yeah, you will be the first for some. It is a rarity. Some people will stare, some people wonder how you eat, how you walk. There's a Family Guy clip where there's like, they were talking about it's like being a black guy in Sweden. And there's a bunch of Swedish people watching this black guy drink coffee and they're like, oh. It's like that in Korea. I've had people watch me eat just to see how I eat, or drink just to see what I drink, or like what I eat, what I drink. Bibimbap, I eat it a different way. I actually don't mix it because I don't like it mixed. I eat it separately, and I don't like the spicy vegetables, so I leave the spicy vegetables if they have them. And people have seen that and they're like, oh, okay. And so the next time I've come in, I've actually had one restaurant who will separate the vegetables for me, which I thought was so sweet. Oh, I wish I could thank him. He separated the vegetables and he didn't add the spicy vegetables. And I was like, wow. Again, as a foreigner, you stand out, so they remember how you eat. And I was like, thank you. That's a different thing. It's that you're always examined, like how you do things, what you do, how you speak, how you eat, how you do everything, because it's different. You're different. They haven't seen anybody like you, or they have seen people like you, but rarely. And they wonder how you do things. Alright, so I hope this video was helpful. Again, rambling. And I will talk to you guys later. My battery is actually like flashing like, you have no battery, you have no battery. Alright, talk to you guys later. Bye.